Most people are using air fryers out of habit, and that's precisely why eggs rarely turn out as desired. Just a few degrees off in temperature can cause the eggs to crack, cook unevenly, forcing you to stand by constantly. In reality, by simply changing how you use it, with just a few eggs, no water, no boiling pot, and adjusting the temperature correctly, this fryer can produce completely different results. Especially, there's a very small step that most people overlook, and it's the one that determines whether the eggs are truly delicious or not. Watch until the end, because the final tip is what makes many people exclaim, "If only I had known sooner." Tip 1. Bake eggs to release air. First, prepare 3 whole eggs with their shells intact. Next, use a sharp needle to poke a very small hole in the large end of the egg, which is where the natural air pocket is located inside the shell. Poke gently, just enough to pierce the shell, no need to poke deeply. Do this for all 3 eggs. This small but very important step helps the eggs release pressure when heated, thereby minimizing shell cracking or egg explosions in the air fryer, which is especially useful if you've encountered this problem before. After piercing the eggs, place them in the air fryer and bake them at the same temperature, but for different times, so you can easily compare the results. First egg, set to 170 degrees Celsius, 365 degrees Fahrenheit, for 5 minutes. At this point, the heat is just enough to slowly set the egg, with the whites firming up while the yolks remain very soft. Immediately after 5 minutes, remove the eggs and place them directly into a bowl of cold water that has been prepared in advance. This step helps to stop the cooking process immediately, preventing the eggs from continuing to cook due to residual heat trapped inside the shell. Thanks to this method, the whites are fully cooked but still soft, not tough, while the yolks are more thoroughly cooked, rich and smooth, not dry and crumbly like overcooked boiled eggs. The eggs retain their natural moisture, so they are not heavy or harsh to eat. At the 9-minute mark, the eggs are perfect for those who like their eggs well done, the elderly or young children, or when you want to use eggs for dishes that require consistent doneness and are easy to cut and peel. The second egg is still baked at 170 degrees Celsius, 365 degrees Fahrenheit, but with the time increased to 7 minutes. At this temperature, extending the time helps the egg cook a little more thoroughly than the 5-minute mark, while still maintaining stability and avoiding thermal shock. After 7 minutes, remove the egg immediately and place it straight into a bowl of cold water. Rapid cooling is particularly important at this stage, because if the eggs are left exposed to the air, the residual heat inside the shell will continue to cook them, causing the yolks to dry out more than desired. In addition, the rapid cooling process also helps the membrane between the shell and the white separate more clearly, so that when peeled, the egg comes off quite neatly and beautifully. The 7-minute mark is the ideal choice if you want your eggs to be medium boiled, soft and smooth, stable, and suitable for both eating on their own and combining in other dishes. The third egg continues to be baked at 170 degrees Celsius, 365 degrees Fahrenheit, but for a longer time of 9 minutes. At this point, the egg is almost completely cooked. But thanks to maintaining a stable temperature and not increasing the heat, the egg continues to cook slowly and evenly from the inside out, without drying out or suffering thermal shock. After 9 minutes, I immediately remove the eggs and place them in a bowl of cold water, just like the previous 2 eggs. This rapid cooling step completely stops the cooking process, preventing residual heat from continuing to dry out or crumble the yolk. Thanks to this method, the whites are fully cooked but still soft, not tough, while the yolks are more thoroughly cooked, rich and smooth, not dry and crumbly like overcooked boiled eggs. The eggs retain their natural moisture, so they are not heavy or harsh to eat. When eaten, the egg has just the right softness, a mild, creamy flavor, and a delicate aroma, making it very pleasant to eat. The experience is completely different from boiled or regular baked eggs. The more you eat, the more delicious and light it feels. Tip 2. Slow-cooked eggs. For those who love the original flavor of eggs and a simple, consistent method, this slow cooking technique is perfect for everyday use. For this method, prepare 2 whole eggs with their shells intact. Next, set the air fryer to 150 degrees Celsius for 18 minutes. The low temperature, combined with the long baking time, helps the eggs cook slowly and evenly, avoiding the thermal shock often encountered when baking at high temperatures. As a result, the eggs cook evenly from the inside out, without cracking the shells. When the eggs are done, remove them and let them cool naturally for about 6 to 8 minutes. Do not put them in cold water immediately. Allowing the eggs to cool slowly helps the egg structure stabilize completely, retaining its natural softness inside. Then, gently tap around the egg to crack the shell evenly, and peel from the large end of the egg where the air pocket is. Thanks to the slow and stable baking, the membrane between the shell and the white has separated on its own, making peeling very easy, with the shell coming off cleanly, with little chipping or sticking. This slow baking method is particularly suitable for babies, the elderly, or days when you want a light meal. The eggs are easy to digest, require little seasoning, yet still have a distinct natural sweetness, making them very light and easy to eat. To cut the eggs, I use a broken pen. Remove them and take out the spring. The finished product is an egg with a soft, smooth, non-chewy, and non-rubbery white. The yolk is evenly cooked, slightly creamy and smooth, making it very pleasant to eat. With a texture similar to dry ice cream, yet still retaining the natural egg flavor. Just use the air fryer at the right temperature and in the right way from the start, and the eggs will cook evenly, be soft, and easy to peel without you having to stand by the stove. Today's 2 tips all revolve around a very simple but effective principle. Moderate heat, sufficient time, neat handling. How about you? When making eggs in an air fryer, which step do you find most challenging? And out of today's 3 tips, which one would you like to try first? Leave a comment below, I'd love to read and discuss with you. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to like it, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more simple yet effective kitchen tips in future videos. Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next video.